Okay. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Elite Cosplay Podcast, and I'm more exposed than Kevin is.
Yes, I can see that. Let me fix that.
Just aim the lights more at you.
There we go.
Should I start over?
No.
Oh.
As you can tell, it's a special edition.
Super organized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, for those who aren't watching, it's just me and the Kevs today.
Yep.
No one wanted to come to the podcast today.
Not no one.
No
Let's
one.
just say that we lost some people at the convention today.
We lost one person at the convention and one person to food.
And that's what happens at a full day con, I guess. I mean, we left our place at what, 10 a.m.? No. Yeah,
we left
10.
here at 10.
Left here at 10. It is now about 7 p.m. We're about 8 hours off on our filming, so...
Yeah, it messes things up. And next weekend is SakuraCon. And I don't know what the hell we're going to do with that.
That's fine. Like I said...
Because our shoots go to 9 p.m.
Right, but we had a little bit of downtime. We had a couple photo shoot cancellations today, so we had some downtime. So I was thinking if we would have brought 2 mics and our handheld recorder, we could have filmed it while we were sitting...
In Chinatown?
Either we could have done it in Chinatown or at the parkour park where we were watching those lovely people jump around on those rocks.
Yeah. So this podcast is going to be interesting because Kevin and I talk to each other every day.
Yeah. Woo! So we don't have a lot to share I
don't have anything to share with you that's interesting
today.
Oh, well, I can share with you. You don't really look at it. There's clear worbla now.
Interesting. And what does that mean?
I meant to talk about that last week.
I know.
And I got really pissed off when the podcast ended, and I was like, dang it!
And then you yelled out that subject. But tell me more.
I did yell it out, but then you didn't ask about more. You just said, oh.
Well, I mean, in my head, it's like clear worbla. Okay.
Yeah, but think about the worbla that I have and how it feels. It's going to be how is it going to look? Because it's
going to be textured clear. It won't be clear like resin, like a fresh cast or resin. It's not going to be like that.
You think it's going to be foggy?
Yeah, it's going to be foggy. There's no way it's going to be clear.
Well, even resin's kind of foggy a little bit.
But I think it's going to have a weird texture to it,
That's what I was saying. Because you know
how
a
cutting board, like those glass cutting boards.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because with regular worbla, you can reheat it and remold it as many times as you want. So with the clear one, is that going to affect the clearness of it?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Probably.
You can't nod on a podcast.
Right. Well, that's why I said probably.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking. I just got an email. I guess I'm on a mailing list somehow, but
well, because you ordered your worbla through Cosplay. No, where'd you order it from?
CosplaySupplies.com.
CosplaySupplies.com.
We are not sponsored by them.
Shh, you're copying. That's the second time today.
What else do we do?
It was a song. We were walking.
Oh, and we sung it together.
Yes.
La, la, la.
Non-coincidence, just pure coincidence.
Yeah.
But I don't. It should be interesting to see what it looks like.
The only picture I've seen is someone molded it into a skull, so it's like this clear skull.
How clear is the skull?
It's pretty clear.
Huh.
It didn't look foggy. I don't think it's perfect like glass or anything.
Yeah.
But
So the thing is, with the way that plastics and stuff work, as soon as you start introducing heat, it'll let oxygen into it, and it's not. I don't know. In my head,
science.
Because if you do it to acrylic and stuff like that, if you do it carefully, like fish tanks, clear fish tanks, you can build.
Can you heat them up
and bend them? But after a couple of tries, it's going to be trash.
That's what I was thinking. So maybe the clear worbla won't be as kind to mistakes.
Yeah, but it's worth a look.
It'll be cool though. I mean, for people who want to do LED things, you don't have to cast resin. That would be amazing.
Yeah, but I mean,
you can just stick things in there.
Yeah.
Instead of having. I mean, casting just is. I don't like resin, but whatever.
Yeah. Well,
personally, working with resin is kind of boring, but I don't know. That was just when I was talking to the cosplayer we photographed. She was a World of Warcraft, and she had all the resin balls with the LEDs in them, and she had resin casts of stuff, and we're talking about the clear worbla, and I was like, that would make this way lighter.
Oh yeah, lighter for sure.
Lighter.
Depends on how sturdy you want it though. If sturdiness wise, you can't be resin. Resin's hard. You can drop it and it'll be okay.
What if it gets brittle though? Because it can't get brittle.
Yes, but it's sturdy.
Yeah. Well, Worbla's pretty tough though.
Yeah.
I think you could smack it around a little bit.
But if you do a single layer, it's not going to be strong enough. Like if you do it like a round thing, like her. So she had
like
edge
bulbs.
her bow tips.
Oh yeah.
The edges of the bow.
Yeah.
Were cast in clear resin. So if you did it with worbla, I mean, you'd have to fold a triangular shape around it. Yeah, it'd be hollow. But
you're saying it would be
that to some, the attaching point, it wouldn't be very strong.
Yeah. But I think it's a good option for people.
No, fantastic. It'd be interesting to see what comes out of it.
Yeah. I don't know where to. I don't think it's for sale. I'm not really sure. I mean, I literally just got an email that just said introducing clear worbla, and it wasn't from a company. It was from a cosplayer, and I was like, oh. And worbla was not in the United States for a long time, so I don't know if this is something that someone else made and copied the brown worbla. I'm not really sure. It's very interesting. Well, I'm interested to see what comes from it.
They can't call it clear worbla if it's not made by worbla. So I'm going to say it's probably the same company.
Okay. Who named it worbla?
Probably some German guy.
Worbla.
Worbla. I don't know how to say W. What are W?
So it's like German? A V, right?
Yeah. Is it
like Volkswagen? Come on, Worbla. Whatever. I've heard it. The German cosplayer, the Kamui girl, the German cosplayer. She says it like that. So I think I haven't watched her videos in a long time, but I'm pretending that she says it like that. Worbla. Anyways, that's the exciting news that I want to talk about last week that I'm upset I didn't talk about. So now it's old news and everybody already knows about it.
Think about all the awesome things. Clear breastplates.
Ew. He was joking, though.
Yes, that was a joke. I've been trying to work on my voices and sounds to make the audio-only podcasts more entertaining for our folks.
I've noticed that to get meta, I guess, when you speak in a lower voice like this, it sounds nicer.
Oh.
And so you can be like NPR.
The closer you speak to it, the better it sounds.
Oh. Well, I notice when my voice goes higher and when I talk faster, it's not as interesting. So when I'm down here and really boring, it's pretty nice.
Sounds like a radio DJ.
Oh, yeah. Smooth jazz.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested, I was thinking about it because they were like, clear worbla, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, is that going to be easier to paint because it's clear? And then I thought, who gives a shit?
Right,
because you're just painting over it anyways.
That's what I was thinking. What would you make out of it?
It's got to be just for simplifying LED stuff, or something that's clear, because there are clear things like in cosplay,
right.
And I think it might be more user friendly than resin.
Maybe just hit it with a Sharpie to color it in to give a tint. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How would you tint it?
Yeah.
Because hers were green. Sharpie. There's these Sharpie lines where you connected them and stuff. That's firstclasscosplaymaking.com. Anyways. How did you
like today's con?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It was
we were illegally at the con.
Well, we weren't illegally at the con. Let's just say we were at the park behind the con, which is a public space. It's not illegal to be there.
I just like saying illegal.
No, if we were illegal, we would be
arrested.
Inside. No, they would just yell at us and say, "Oh, you don't have a badge."
Yeah, we didn't get yelled at. It's like the first con we haven't gotten yelled at in a while.
It's because we were in the
outside.
Park behind
it's
the
a
con,
public
area. We were in a public area. There were more hobos than cosplayers, I would almost say.
Yep.
I would say today's, not to say that our lovely Seattle parks are filled with hobos. It's just to say this is surprisingly not busy. Yes, but I would, compared to SakuraCon, that was a joke. There was nobody out there.
Right.
I mean, we're competing for space at SakuraCon, and it's not even that big of a con.
SakuraCon, I think the numbers are smaller than Emerald City, but I think at Emerald City there's more stuff to do inside. Because there's actual panels. Celebrities at Emerald City Con. There's TV shows, movie celebrities.
He had when we were sitting down waiting, he had a picture of him and Stan Lee, and I was like,
"Oh yeah, Stan Lee was there." So everybody's just inside waiting to get autographs.
A picture of that.
That's probably a lot.
Oh man,
I don't even know.
Stan Lee. I would like to meet him, but I wouldn't want do I commemorate this with a picture? No, I just want to meet you.
Someone on my Facebook has a picture, and they got it done either last year or the year before, so it's not this year. But he sits there and poses for how many pictures, right?
I know, right? How boring is your life at that point?
So Oh, he probably makes jokes and shit.
I know,
but he's literally just sitting there in between them, and the two of them are like, yeah, and he's just like,
yeah, that's exactly how he looks. They could stuff him, and no one would know.
Oh my god, okay.
I would like to know what people think. Like, I get the idea to meet your idols and heroes and stuff like that. But on the reverse side, if you are the idol or hero, like he's what, like 90 something now.
He's old, yeah.
And that's just your life now, just contouring, like con after con after con.
Contouring.
This is not a makeup podcast. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
I
don't know about Stanley because I don't know his personality personally. Right. So he probably doesn't. He might not even give a shit. He's probably just like whatever, you know.
I know.
Some people I see are more robotic about it. Like there's a post.
Star Trek Voyager people are very robotic from what I've seen.
Oh really?
the lady that plays Janeway.
She's not fun.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's better.
Have you seen the two like comparisons between the Britney Spears meetup and the Rihanna meet and greet? Mm-mm. So the Britney Spears one, you can't touch her, and she's just standing there with like this fake smile on her face, and there's just people awkwardly standing next to her. And at the Rihanna one, she's like, yeah, and she's like hugging people, and she's like sticking her tongue out, you know, and they're like just having fun. She's like kissing someone's face, you know, like she's all having fun. And then Britney Spears is just like, So to me, it's like what you make of it, right? Like
yeah, that's true.
If you like, I think a lot of people have fun with it, and they're just like, let's do it, you know, like do weird poses because otherwise,
because the Walking Dead people, the ones that I've seen online,
are they funny?
Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, so I think if you have more fun with it, because the fans would be totally willing to have fun with you. It's not like the fans are gonna be like, oh god, what are you doing? You know, they're excited.
When you're at the top and you just have hundreds of people telling you you're so amazing, you're so awesome, it's just like, oh yeah, okay, let's go, come on, next.
Well, yeah, if you get a big ego about it. I mean, to me, Rihanna and Britney Spears are on the same level.
Yeah, okay, but
if we're really gonna get down to it, so
Rihanna's probably a little more entertaining.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Britney has that classic like pop, you know, she's been around. I don't know, whatever. I was just trying to compare to that because that's what I've seen. So I think if you have fun with it and with the fans, then you will have the time will probably go faster, and you'll probably have more fun of it time than just going or just drink lots of alcohol.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they were wasted, some of them.
I don't know.
Who else was there?
There's a lot of people. There's usually, I mean, I don't look because we don't usually go to Comic-Cons.
Right.
We usually go to the anime conventions more. But there's usually like Walking Dead people.
Right.
Just all those TV shows, like older TV shows that aren't around anymore. Like
John Benjamin.
Was he there?
No.
John H. Benjamin. Archer. Yeah. There's always someone
and
random.
Bob's Burger.
There's always someone random that's like pretty big, and I'm like, whoa, you know. But yeah, I think Stan Lee was the big draw.
Right.
I mean, there's obviously other, but
right.
I think he was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next year they announced, I don't know if you heard me talking about it with some cosplayers, but next year Emerald City Comic Con is going to be 4 days instead of 3. So I think they're trying to kind of level up with the San Diego a little bit. I think San Diego's 4.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Do you know if any other Comic Cons are 4? Rose City is.
I think that's just
the one that we ButtCon, the one that we got yelled at.
WizardCon, Wizard World.
That we yelled.
That's just 2, I think. I think that's just the week, or it might be 3.
Wait, was that the same weekend as Rose City, or no. Just the people were talking about it because
it was just new, and we just went because we're close to Portland, so you're like whatever. But we didn't like Wizard World.
No,
just saying. BoycottWizardWorld.com. ButtCon.
Wizard World.
WizardWorld.com.
Is Wizard World?
It's like a chain for Comic Cons.
One in Chicago, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Yeah,
I'm glad there's not one up here because it probably can't compete with it. Emerald City
again. What's the guy that we shot the photograph today? He was had positive appeal to it.
Yeah,
I think maybe we just went the first year.
We went the first year and it was bad.
Just the shit show.
He said it was really nicely organized, but he said the convention center is weird because there's always two different conventions going on at the same time.
Right. When I worked for the other company and we did the food show.
Was it at Portland?
Yeah, I was there, and then there was also another.
Was it dance?
No, there was coincidentally another dance one, and there was like a plumbing one as well at the same time. So
yeah, so that's kind of weird for me personally.
That's too big of a convention center, but it's nice. It's better to have too big of a convention center than what we're stuck with.
In Seattle, they're adding on to it. but it's probably going to take a couple years. They're tearing down buildings for the convention center
to add on to
it. Add on to it because it's so small.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's cool views because it's like over the freeway, like straddles the freeway, so it's interesting. But but I mean, Emerald City Comic Con has grown so much these past couple years. I remember when it was like nothing.
But I mean,
it was no big deal.
The number of people outside. Oh, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I keep bringing that up because I meant to get to that. Sorry. That's what we went to. Was there's more to do inside at SakuraCon? There's lulls, I would say, like in people's schedules, like, oh, I want to go to that panel, but for this hour or two, I'm just going to go hang out outside, and everybody hangs out outside, and it gets really clusterfucky for me. So the only Comic-Con that I've been to was Wizard World. I've never really been to any other Comic-Con, so I don't. Oh no.
I've never either. Yeah. It's just a different crowd, and it's not a bad thing.
So now, the panels, are they like the anime panels where it's just fan based and then they just pitch whatever idea they want?
I think the Comic-Con ones are more serious, like where it's like the kind of like San Diego, where they have like the panel of like the Walking Dead people or whatever, and then you can ask questions and. To me,
it's basically a podcast.
To me,
they just talk about their funny stories on the show, and then
and then they go bye bye.
And then what questions do you have? Okay, not all right.
To me, that's what I would think it would be more like.
Okay. But that's San Diego. I mean, what do we have up here? I mean, I can imagine Stan Lee probably talked for a little bit.
Maybe he's like, fuck that. I'm old.
Bernie talked about it. He did presentations and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
here?
What it is? No, not here, but at. These kind of, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, you just go around and
semi-famous people.
You do shit, yeah. I think anime cons in general are just more casual in a sense. In some ways, everything's so different. Like even anime cons are just different everywhere you go. What are you mouthing to the camera?
I'm not doing it. I'm just listening to you.
Ba-boom! Oh,
I don't even know how long we've been recording. So.
Uh-oh.
It's only been like 15 minutes, I think.
For Kevin fans, I know.
Wait, I can't see the time. Can you see the time?
No, I can't see the time.
Okay, we're just gonna wing it.
Laser eyes can't do that. We should make a name for your fans.
How do you know you even have fans?
I think Kevin has at least one fan. Hi, fan. We took a very sensual picture of Kevin last night, and he's.
Are you gonna flash it right here? Oh, you know what?
Sweaty.
Dewy. Let's
dewy.
Let's do dewy.
I was thinking about posting it on the Instagram for no reason. It
because
has nothing to do with cosplay.
My twin today that I found.
Oh yeah, there's Kevin found a hair twin at Comic-Con, or the hair twin found Kevin.
Yes, he found me,
and Kevin was baffled as to why he wanted a picture with him.
Yes, I was confused, to be honest, a little bit. I didn't know what was going on, and that's why my pose picture was not, because I was confused.
Kevin looked awkward.
I was breaking down our equipment because we were moving, or we finished a shoot, and we were.
We were in the middle of a shoot.
Were we? Okay,
I was still shooting.
Oh, right. Our subject walked away for a minute.
I'm pretty sure this video is crooked too.
Whoa. It's fine. No one notices. Do you notice it's crooked? No, it's audio people.
Out of control. Yeah. Thanks, audio only people.
Yes.
Love you.
Anyway,
I don't have to look pretty for them.
Ran up and was like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" And I was so confused because this guy was wearing.
I thought they were trying to be mean.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, I had stuff in my hands, and I was breaking it down. And I was like, "What's going on?" So I just turned my head, looked at him. I was like, "Okay, we have the same haircut." And I was like, "Okay, take your picture. Move along."
And I took a picture too. I said, "Wait." And then he was all doing a fancy pose, and Kevin's just going,
because I didn't know he was doing this. Like, what is this? Like, I don't know where this is from.
Maybe that's the guys with shaved heads pose.
I missed the memo on the guys with shaved head pose. Next time I'll go to the monthly meeting, and they'll initiate me, and I'll find out about it.
They don't want you in it. Yeah.
Anyway. I didn't know what was going on.
That's okay.
But yes, if you want to find me in an awkward pose, go subscribe to our Instagram and you will see it.
Yeah. You'll see all of Kevin's awkward posings.
I'm
just going to follow Kevin around. Hashtag Kevin's butt.
Kevin's butt.
Oh, what?
Right now, the video is flashing pictures of that sensual picture.
Oh, is it?
I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, Kevin's gonna edit this really awkwardly.
Oh, if you want to see awkward.
I figured out why I look different on the, like, we can see the screen to the video. It's because it usually comes from a up angle, and today we're more
low at
straight.
Yeah. But if you want to see an awkward video of me, watch our coverage or behind the scenes pictures. I make awesome faces in the background because Holly's talking. She doesn't know what's happening behind her.
Oh no.
So keep an eye out for me in the background.
Oh boy.
Lots of painful weird pictures.
Yeah, we filmed video all day. Or Kyle filmed video for us.
Yes,
and
thanks,
then he
Kyle,
because then he ditched us for food.
That's all right.
He said,
he went to my favorite restaurant, so I can see why.
I can't wait 30 minutes. I have to go to food now.
Well, to be fair, his friends did pull up right as we were starting to film, so...
Yeah, but he was... whatever.
I know.
Moving on. There's nothing to move on to.
Well, we should hear back from Rebecca next week about why she wasn't here. She went to the cosplay contest.
Costume contest.
Oh, sorry.
I don't even know if she'll be in the podcast next week because...
Oh, she'll be at
it's SakuraCon.
Well,
so.
we'll do it. We'll figure it out. It might be an audio-only podcast, so keep an eye out for that. Or it'll be a really shaky cam because Kyle will be holding it or something weird.
I don't even think Kyle's going to go. I don't trust anybody.
Is very pessimistic today, as you can tell.
Well, I don't trust people to go to anything, honestly. That's why I don't invite people to stuff. Because they're always they always just don't go.
No, well, it'll be fine.
That's why so I won't be disappointed. Because when I invite people, then you get disappointed. And you say,
fine.
oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because, what happened to that girl that said she would carry all her gear for us and follow us around?
Oh, shit, I got to email her.
Yeah.
That's not...
4 weeks later.
No, I told her... I told her I wouldn't email her.
Responsible Holly.
I know. I told her I wouldn't email her again until the con was happening because she emailed... What? She emailed... like 2 months ago, and I was like, yeah, that you can she wants to kind of like shadow us.
We can throw this tripod and say, you carry this tripod around.
Well, and I said,
we'll watch us film.
I said, sure, you can shadow us, but we don't know. We hadn't even opened a photo shoot, so I didn't even know what time we were gonna be there. I was like, I don't know what our schedule is, so I'll have to talk to you later.
All right.
And she was like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It was fine. I was nice. I'm a nice person.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna be at SakuraCon, we usually hang out in the back area, so there's the convention center.
I don't got time for that inside stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's impossible for us to move around inside. So
we have too much gear.
We generally hang out outside. Oh, but we do have a bed, so we might chill out inside. We'll see.
Yeah, we have a bed. Oh yeah, I like sitting on that floor.
Yeah, that floor is pretty nice. Between the Sky Bridge over what street is that?
Pine.
Pine? No.
Pine.
Is it?
Pine.
No, it's Pike.
Pine.
It's Pike. No, it's Pine. Sorry, you're right.
Pine.
Yes. So we usually sit on the overpass over Pine.
Or is it Pike? It might be Pike. Actually, yeah, I think it is Pike.
Damn it! I had it right. It's because Pine has an N in it, which is north of Pike.
Pine is north of Pike. Yeah, yes. That's how I think. For those who don't live in Seattle, there's two streets downtown. Pine and Pike, and
it's a running joke that the two get confused a lot.
And in your head, when you live here and you think about them, they look the same because there's nothing differentiating. Like there's nothing really, like making. So for April Fool's Day joke, someone
bought an N sticker.
Perfectly made the N sticker and put it on the Pike, and then took the K sticker and put it on Pine, and people were getting confused because people can't remember if it's Pike or Pine. And there's this actually a skit.
Yes.
There's a skit. There used to be this kind of Saturday Night Live show on,
and it's
Almost Live.
Almost Live.
And they have a skit. I think it's just called Pike or Pine.
Yep, that's true.
And it's like, is it like a Jeopardy thing where it's like what is this? What store is this on or something like that? And it's like Pike or Pine.
That's where Bill Nye originally was cast on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Anyways, yeah.
What was that? Oh, yes.
Oh,
so yeah, it's
because I like to go to the exhibition hall.
Yeah, that's between the exhibition hall and the free open space within.
I don't know how to describe that. It's up the stairs.
Yeah, it's right in front of the exhibition hall.
It's past the subway.
Yes, past the subway.
Past the angry subway man.
Another story for another time.
Aww.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
So last week we were Jump right back into it. Last week we were going to put together a film about places to eat around here for SakuraCon and Emerald City,
but I got angry at it.
Yeah, basically Google and Yelp were replacing our fruitful effort that we were trying to make a nice video for you. Anyway, I was filming a Subway sign. It was closed Subway, by the way. So the gate was down.
Oh, you should say there's a Subway inside the convention center.
Right.
It's at the top, and the convention center is a public access area.
Right. It's considered a park area, connected to the freeway park that we are usually in.
So people are allowed to go inside the convention center, and you can just sit there all day and stare at the wall, and they don't care because it's a public area.
Right. It's a city space.
Yeah. So we were in there. Okay, continue.
Yes, and then I was filming these places, and I was like, let's film the Subway. So I was filming the sign, and then the guy inside Subway ran up to me and said, hey, you can't film me. You need my permission to be in your video. And then I just looked at him, and I said, I'm standing in a public space, and I'm just filming a sign. And he's like, okay.
He wasn't even filming him.
Right.
He was just filming the sign.
People are so defensive nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless he was a child molester, and that's why he didn't want to film it. But now I'm just slandering
him. And we're pretty sure law says if you're in a public space,
it's
you can be filmed, I think.
Yes.
Technically.
Yes.
Really technically.
That's why paparazzi can take pictures of Britney Spears naked from her in her backyard. I don't know. This probably doesn't exist.
We weren't filming anybody, by the way. Right. We were filming a sign.
Stupid sign.
We
got yelled at, so I shook my fist and I said, now I'm angry at you, Subway man. Why'd you ruin my day by trying to be assertive?
This is why people can take pictures of people on like the trains and post them on Reddit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's not. We would never do it maliciously.
It's not Better Call Saul. It's what is it called? There's a legal term for this, and I just remembered it.
Better Call Saul did that?
Yeah, he said. Oh. Well, you didn't watch the last episode with me.
I don't like that show. Sorry, everybody.
I don't know. It's
minus
not too bad.
One Breaking Bad fan.
You're not a Breaking Bad fan.
I said -1.
Yes.
I impact it. Game of Thrones, though. Ooh, that's coming.
I don't like that show.
Next month.
I do like the outfits and the sets.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Come on, it makes me like scream every episode. I'm always like,
sold on it. It is a good departure.
Shocking.
It is a good departure from traditional planned out every episode. This is he's about to die. Oh, he can't die because he's the main character.
Yes.
No, it does throw a beautiful wrench into that system.
I get nervous every episode. I'm just like, someone's gonna die. This is it. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, sorry, spoilers. People die a lot.
No, that's not. Whatever.
I don't know.
I didn't say who died. So.
Right. I do genuinely like that show for that purpose. But other than that, it's just it's a little too drawn out for me sometimes.
No, it's so exciting.
It's because they're catching up to the books.
They've already caught up to the books. They're like past the books. Well, in some of the characters, like
right, because they're
already past it. Yeah.
Jumping, yeah.
So I guess this season they're kind of departing from the books.
Good. This will be interesting.
Yeah. So people are wondering if they're gonna kill characters that like main characters like aren't dead in the books.
Interesting.
That'll be crazy.
Isn't that what they agreed on? Like, what's his butt? George Martin said. I mean, he's approving this stuff, right? Up until this point.
Yeah, I'm sure they talked to him about it. He's pretty active in it. He always writes one episode each season.
Really?
So, or so far he has. I don't know if he has time for it anymore. But please don't die. The end.
You need to know. You need to know the endings. Mm-hmm. He's probably told the endings to somebody. Because you can't entrust one person to know.
I always wonder about that. I feel like I feel like I read this, but it might be wrong. That the guy who writes Bleach has like an assistant, and he wrote it down somewhere or something because it's just so long and
right.
That's what I wonder.
Because
you could die. You could die any day.
Yeah. You get sick. You ruin the whole. Like nobody knows the official end. Like what you had in mind.
Well, that guy going off on a book tangent. The Swedish. Oh God.
Kill the dragon.
Yeah, the girl with the dragon tattoo. Woo! I have those books.
Sorry, I combined both books. The Kick the Hornet's Nest.
Yeah. The girl who kicked the dragon. I like that. That should have been the third book's name. Well, he wrote 3 of them, but I guess there was supposed to be more but he passed away, and I mean, I guess I think they all kind of end.
Yeah, they're all kind of standalone.
It wasn't.
Ish.
Well, the first one I only read the first one. I started the second one and then stopped. But the first one did kind of continue. You know, it was like, oh, there's the next one. So I haven't read the third one, but I wonder if that's what happened too. But it just kind of never. It probably closes it up to a point. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't old by any means or anything.
Right.
So.
I mean, there's even like Monty. I mean,
from Rooster Teeth. I think he freely told people what was going on.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You have to tell somebody because nobody knows what your plan is, and nobody knows what direction you're going to take. It's not going to make any sense, and nobody will believe it and have a fully satisfied.
Right, like if you didn't tell anybody and then someone else took the reins.
Right, exactly.
It wouldn't be the same.
Like Harry Potter. If someone else took over Harry Potter.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine. You just blew my mind saying that. Like people would be so pissed off.
Yeah, exactly.
Even after any book after book 4, people would be like, no.
Yeah, exactly. I think book 4 was a very.
Even book 5, 6, those would be all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't think about it when things are completed. I'm just like, whatever.
That would throw a huge wrench in the series. Like, who would have known? Like, that blew my mind at the end.
I think she wrote it all out. Or most of it.
Right. But imagine if she didn't. If someone just, if she just.
Right. If someone was just like, well, you got to finish it. And you're just like,
exactly.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. How angry
that had to have happened. I feel like it did happen, and someone's son took over.
It can't be the first time that someone's thought about this insane series. If you know it, please let us know.
I'm pretty sure it's a fantasy book. I feel like I heard that, and he died, and his son took over. But from what I remember, bookstore stuff. Woo!
Bookstore days. Holly used to work in a Borders. If you remember what a Borders was.
Les Borders.
There was a song about it.
Oh, Kanye mentions it in a song, yes.
There's a song about it. There you go.
Borders. I don't know. I have this standout memory from Borders. It's really stupid. I was shelving and this guy was talking on the cell phone. And, it was like, blah, 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 where are you? And he was like, oh, I'm at Borders because I'm bored. I was like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. But everybody got us confused with Barnes & Noble. So that wasn't fun. I was like when people handed us Barnes & Noble gift cards when they paid.
Really?
Yeah. And I always did it like really funny. I was just like, you're in a Borders right now. Like, how do you say that? Kevin's distracted.
Well, I want to
Wait, what is that? Whose name was that at the beginning?
Robert John.
Oh. Robert Jordan. I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Yes, that's what I think it is. Yes.
Robert Jordan. He died, and I think his son or someone else took over it.
Wikipedia is not loading. Anyway.
Oh no. Anyways, I think that's the guy I was thinking about. Someone had to take over. He was writing a series and someone had to take over. But I don't think there was too much of an uproar. I think people liked it.
Okay.
So.
Well, he might have hinted at things to his son, and his son was like, I could probably figure this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would. Oh man, I can't even imagine like stuff on the scale of.
It's okay if it doesn't work.
I know.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. All right.
No one's listening to this.
Well.
Hi, one person listening to this. I love you.
Oh, more than one person's listening to this.
I love you.
But we would like to hear your feedback on this. I mean, if you have any topics to discuss or other things. Holly's embarrassed by feedback sometimes, but
I'm not embarrassed by feedback. I'm okay with it. Okay. As long as it's not rude.
Rude. But
I mean,
what's critical and rude?
I went to art school, and that was 50% of it was feedback.
Right.
Don't laugh at me. 50%. Like, you had to put your art in front of everybody, and it was anonymous in a way. Like, you put it up there, and then they would just go, all right, first piece, let's go.
Yeah.
And you'd hear about it.
That's why when I did an art program, I dropped the class.
Because you're embarrassed? Yeah, it's rough. But people learn to be nice, you know? Like, you it's constructive criticism, not just criticism. So, and I think, the internet is just, you're anonymous, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I mean, if you have topics you want to hear, I mean, you listeners
want
to talk about
hard.
or hear. Because right now we are looking up our own topics to bring up. But we're always looking for new stuff. And if you have something to talk about with us, we're more than happy to mention it here and bring it up and see what the other two people who are missing today would have to say about it.
Yeah.
Holly and I talk about a lot of stuff since we both lived together.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if this is boring.
No, I think we covered a lot of interesting stuff today.
We had we had 5 shoots planned and 2 people had to cancel, so we only had 3 shoots today. We wanted to keep today light. I purposefully
only did one day of the 3 days.
Yeah, only did one day of Emerald City Comic Con. We could have done tomorrow, but I was like, no, I don't want to.
And I'm traveling tomorrow or Monday, so
yeah, I didn't want to. And we only did 3 today, and we are exhausted, completely exhausted. And all I'm thinking is next week when we're at SakuraCon, we're doing 3 days in a row, and there's a lot of people. Why am I so exhausted? I just feel silly.
I'm pretty burnt out today.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's only 3 people.
I know.
I don't know. It takes a lot of mental energy for me to think of poses a lot.
Yeah. And a lot of physical energy for me to carry around our bag.
Kevin's the physical bit and I'm the mental bit, and when we combine, we just stare at each other and go, ugh.
Why aren't things working?
Yeah, and when something isn't working in technically like flash wise or exposure wise or something, we just look at each other and get really angry.
So please, give us a little breathing room sometimes.
No one suffocates us. Everybody's pretty patient. I just feel bad for the cosplayer when something's going on because they're just standing there going, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "We're just having problems. I'm sorry."
Well,
it's hard to figure it out.
I know.
Sometimes things just work. And you don't even have to try. No. You just click it and go, "Oh, it looks good." And today,
we hit
the
one.
The flash was going off before the camera, which was really weird. I've never seen that happen before.
It's how to sing. It happens.
Anyway, sorry for people who don't like photography things.
Well, I think we've hit our limit.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Wow. Felt so natural today, just the two of us. It did.
Wow. But I love you.
What about my fans? Can't say
that. Right. Kevin's single.
Oh. Anyway, well, thank you for tuning into our special 2-person episode 10.
Yeah, hopefully next week for SakuraCon we'll have more people. I'll try to
we'll see if we can do it at the con.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I get really grumpy at cons, so I'm just like,
I have to huff more bags around, I think.
You know what I was thinking about? We have 2 cons in a row in May, and they're both travel cons.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty bad. I just remember that, too.
I know. Well, I'm going to be so tired and grouchy.
Maybe our endurance will go up from there.
The what?
Our endurance.
Endurance, yeah. Maybe, because we haven't shot a con in 2 months.
A while, yeah.
So maybe we're just kind of,
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
We will see you next week at SakuraCon.
Next week. Yep. More people, hopefully. And we hope you like this. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.